everybody, it's me, Courtney from Little Lamb Homestead, and I am here today to give you a little garden tour. This is going to be kind of a quick video, but I wanted to show you some of the cool things that are happening in the garden right now, and I just got all of the weed control done, so I want to show off my garden because it finally looks the way I was hoping it would look. Also, there's really nice birds chirping today, so I hope you enjoy that, and let's get started. Oh, in between my peas, I planted a couple marigolds. So there's one marigold right there. This side of peas is still growing, but, oh boy, this side has some blossoms starting. So that's really exciting because I thought it was going to be too hot for blossoms to start. But we have some more right here. And this is actually getting taller than the trellis. So hopefully it doesn't get too much taller. But yes, I'm super excited that we finally have a little blossom right here. So that means that this little pea is going to be coming along really soon. I'm not exactly sure how many peas I'm going to get this year, but that's okay. This is kind of my year of experimentation, so I am just kind of seeing how things go this year, and then next year will be a better year. Alright, so I finally got all of the weed control done, and you can actually see my tomatoes again. So right here, I believe, is a New Yorker that is a little sad looking right now, but that's okay. If you didn't see my other video, I'll link it about like how I got rid of these weeds. This is plastic that I'm going to roll up in the fall and reuse next year. But this is just topsoil and newspaper. But here is a marigold plant that's about to bloom. This is another smaller New Yorker. And then down here we have some really nice plants. This is a New Yorker that just kind of got ahead of the game. And this is another New Yorker that is just doing really well. And here is another little marigold. So now we have this row. It starts with a little Tommy Toe tomato. This is a cherry tomato. To be completely honest, I wasn't sure if this one's going to survive. It has, and it just might be a little bit behind, but that's okay. This is a Roma tomato that is doing awesome. He needs to get staked because he's starting to fall over a little bit. We have a marigold. This is another Roma. This is a very small Roma that is not doing too well, but hopefully he can come back to life. And then down here we have another great little marigold that's about to bloom some more. And we have my last row of tomatoes. Now, this one, these are all Homestead except for the last two. These have done a lot better than I was expecting. These were a lot, like they were very far behind when I planted them in the ground. So I'm really surprised that they have done as well as they have. This marigold has gotten really big. I lost my shoe. And then we have another Homestead. That's our last Homestead. This is another marigold plant. And then these last two are Chadwick cherry tomatoes, which this one is huge right now. Really happy with that one. And then this one's not too far behind. It's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. So over here are my broccoli. they are pretty much done. It got too hot, so unfortunately, you know, there's really not much I can do. I'm gonna let them bloom so that they can have some bees come. And then, oops, this right here is Purple Majesty potatoes, and then this right here are Red New Orleans. And now I did have blossoms on this one, but I think something might have come and eaten them, so I'm just kind of waiting for these plants to die. Here are my burgundy bush beans, and super exciting because I have little blooms. So these are all going to turn into little beans. So that is super exciting. So I'm so excited. I love purple, so purple vegetables were one of my like key items to have in my garden. And then here is my pepper alley. I'm not going to show you every single pepper, but I am going to highlight a couple of my really big ones. These two are both banana peppers that are doing amazing. I am super impressed. They need a couple more really hot days and they will just take off. And then over here are my bell peppers and some Anaheim peppers. This one's an Anaheim that's doing really well. And then down here are jalapenos. So I should have some really good peppers this year. That's another jalapeno. So we have this row right here of cucumbers, and we have some weeds growing in here too, so I have to come in and get those. But here are the cucumbers. They're doing really well. They're definitely behind, but that's okay. And then right over here, I have my zucchini, and this is 2 plants in one. And I have 4 mounds. So I have one here, one right here, and then 2 right there. And they're going great. I'm really happy with how they're growing. They are a little bit behind, but that's okay. And then if I take you over here, these are my container potatoes. So you can see this one does have blossoms on it. This is to the, oh, I'm just kidding. That's a weed actually. I have to weed eat around here, but that's okay. But I'm pretty sure these are the Red New Orleans, and then this bin is the Purple Majesties. And then I can't forget my herb garden. I actually harvested some herbs today and have them hanging. So this is my cilantro. This is my basil, and I have dill so that I can make some dill pickles. Alright, so that is pretty much my garden right now. It's doing really well for, you know, what we had this spring. It was incredibly wet, and it's still raining a lot more than it probably should be for July. But I'm super happy with what I had. Like I said, this is kind of the year of experimentation for me, seeing what grows well in what time, and I'm just so happy that I'm actually getting flowers from my marigolds, and you know, my peas are finally blooming, and things are really starting to happen in the garden. And you know, in a couple weeks I'm gonna actually be able to harvest some stuff, so that makes me really excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video or you want to see more, consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribing so that you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!